We're back in Essex with the sensational Elle Brooke for another chat, uncut, uncensored, part 2. How have you been since we last spoke to you, first of all?
Yeah, I've been good. You just reminded me that it's been like 6 months. I'm like, oh my God, has time gone so fast? Like this is only like basically now like 3 months to the end of the year. Like that's absolutely crazy. Like time goes so fast.
You're a very busy lady, obviously. You've been doing a lot of traveling. I see on your Instagram, you've been in Mexico, in America, all over the place.
Yeah, I went to Nashville, LA, Vegas, Tulum, and Cancun.
Oh, okay.
And then I was back. Yeah,
Racking
it went really
miles.
quick.
Yeah. Obviously, your influencer boxing career has been blowing up. You did suffer your first defeat, but it was hailed as the most entertaining female influencer boxing match ever. So that must have been a proud moment for you to hear that, even though you didn't get the W.
Yeah, 100%. I think I saw like True Geordie's tweet after that, and he's normally like very honest. And he said that was one of the best influencer boxing female fights ever. So yeah, no, I've decided like not to fight the big girls. Yeah. I'm severely disadvantaged from the get-go, and there's so many things that went wrong with Kingpin and everything like that. I reflect on that loss like as a learning curve. Like it's not a loss that is for no reason. I've learned a lot.
That's the main thing. And where do you see things going from here for you in terms of boxing?
Yeah, I think I want to take Misfits on for the 56 belt. So at the weekend, AJ fought Lil Belzy and AJ Bunker won, and that is going to be my next fight, and I'm going to make sure of it because I have. I work so hard. I not only work hard in the gym, but also on my brand and on social media as well. So they need to give me the shot because I hold so much weight and value as a influencer boxer that they need to give me a shot at that belt.
What? So I saw on your Insta that you had the pink belt. With, is that here today? Where's that? And what was that in aid of? Didn't really
get it.
Figure it out. Yeah. Although I loved the story where it was you and then it was KSI and then it linked all the way back to Donald Trump. That was amazing.
So Misfits have 3 weight categories. There's a 51, 56, and 145 pounds. I don't know what that is in kg. Okay. And Astrid has the lighter one. This fight on the weekend, AJ Bunker and Little Belzy was for the middle one, and the heavier one's still vacant. Right. And I just thought, you guys aren't promoting this fight. No one even knows it's a championship fight. Yeah. It was on a prelim, so it's not even on YouTube on DAZN, or you can't even rewatch it back. Like it was on at like 6 or like 5:30, 6 o'clock. It was that dead. So I thought, let me add promotion to this. This is what I do best. Yeah. Let's get people talking about it. Let's get the views. So that's why I nicked the belt. I took it home, took some naked pictures with it, and then I gave it back within half an hour. Right. So I'm not the champ.
Okay, so you just hijacked it for to expose more exposure, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I made that belt be worth more value. Like I'm the only reason that people knew it was a championship fight. Yeah,
more millions, more views, right?
Exactly. And my post got millions of views, and theirs got like 20k.
I saw
so it speaks volumes.
Blowing them out of the water.
Exactly.
But with you, in terms of you and Kingpin, there's been a bit of controversy I've heard about people not getting paid and stuff. Is there anything you want to add on that situation? Yeah,
I think, I've not been paid. I know the production team haven't been paid, some fighters haven't been paid. There's a lot of people that haven't been paid from Kingpin, and I think it's one of those things that they definitely overpromised and underdelivered, and just promised things that they could have never pulled off. So yeah, Kingpin is no more. But it's good that we have Misfits. Obviously, they have KSI on the promotion and Mabs Taylor and Kala. So they have more experienced people, and they don't overpay their fighters, and it's for the long term. So at least we have another promotion that is a lot better.
Don't you think they're being run more professionally in general than Kingpin?
100% more professional. Like they're still new to the game, and there's still things that isn't smooth running. But as a whole, they're a million times better than Kingpin.
That's good to hear. Well, they've got a big event coming up. Obviously, KSI against Tommy Fury, Dylan Dennis against Logan Paul, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. What have you made of Dylan Dennis's trolling of Nina Agdal? Do you think it's gone too far?
I think it's one of those things. I think when you're in the influencer boxing space, is there such thing as too far? I don't know. Like these pictures were on the internet, the majority of them for everyone to see. So it's one of those things like, yes, it is too far, but in this space, everyone's trying to be better than everyone else. Everyone's trying to get views. It's all in the name of promotion. So what is too far?
It's too far. If he's just recycling stuff that's already out there,
I
then
know. I think it was
all right.
probably too far that he was like editing like AI pics, like, because that's not funny. Like, there's already so much content out there that you don't need to like edit photos. He was already owning him as it is.
Is that why she filed a court case against him? I think, did she, or something? Maybe it was to do with that.
There was the video where she was like talking about sausage. Did you ever see that one? That one's hacked. Like, it's not out in the public, so it's just like that's leaked.
So it's
Snapchat.
from her cloud or something.
Yes, exactly. So that's what it's about, I believe.
Okay, fair enough. Going back to your career, and you beat AJ Bunker, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, and now she's seemingly ducking the rematch.
Yeah.
Do you think she's just scared because you're gonna beat her again? What's the deal with her?
Well, I mean, she's already saying like, you should fight at this, like you're too heavy for this weight, and that I'm on roids and all these excuses, and I need to talk to my team. I think the most embarrassing thing was me opposite in the ring with her after her fight. Offering her, like, at least lie in front of the cameras, like you're live on DAZN and thousands of people were watching. Like, don't just be like, I need to talk to my team. Like, you look like the ultimate pussy. Yeah. At least lie. I'd be like, yeah, sure. And then, beg mams to like try not make that happen. But ducking it in front of everyone to see is so embarrassing. And I think she knows that I will win that belt. She knows that she won't hold it for long, but she's had 2 championship chances in a row, and then she doesn't bring any volume or clout to the business. So I absolutely deserve that belt, and that's mine to take, and I want to prove to everyone that I can be a champ.
Do you think because she made a random accusation that you're on steroids, obviously you're not, did that get under your skin when she said that? I liked your response though, I'll pee in the cup right now. That seemed to go a bit viral. Yeah,
so I said that I'll pee in a cup right now, and I think there's obviously context to this, because that when you do a roids test, you pee in a cup. And I was saying, test me any point that you want, like any point in the camp, at that time, but I was out of camp, and before the fight, after the fight, whatever, I am clean, I don't take roids. If I was, I'd be an absolute monster. And if you think, if I was, then I probably would have beat Julie Pocker.
True, really got the guns going.
I know.
As it is, look at that.
So, I think a lot of people, or she's actually said that before. I think she said that in the first fight. So just girls are built differently, and I think a lot of influencers are like fairly skinny and not muscly, whereas if you look at like fitness influencers and stuff, they're not. So just women come in different body shapes, and if she wants me to do a drug test, I'll do a drug test.
There you go.
I'll do 20 drug tests. Vader me up. I want my screen, like my face on their home screen.
Yeah. We're moving on to KSI. You mentioned him earlier. He's got a fight coming up against Tommy Fury. Because I saw you trying to kind of get involved in his presser the other day, was it? But do you think he gets intimidated when you're around? Because he seems to be a bit like shy and nervous when you're anywhere near him.
I would absolutely love to make KSI shy or nervous, but he can get any girl that he wants in England. Yeah. So I don't think that I make him shy. He's probably thinking like, who's this dumb blonde bitch? Like trying to, why is this girl always up to something? Probably thinking, oh my God. He's probably looking at his bodyguard like, Steve, take her down.
You got a prediction for his fight with Jake Paul?
Tommy Fury.
Sorry, Fury. Yeah, of course.
Fury.
Jake Paul, wasn't he?
Well, let's hope he knocks Tommy Fury out. I think that's the biggest upset, and I think that if he wins that fight, then he should go on to fight Conor McGregor. That would be amazing. And I know that Conor McGregor was already calling him out. Yeah. But if he loses that fight, I don't think Conor McGregor will happen. He'll go to Jake Paul. But if he wins, the Conor McGregor fight's there, and that is bigger than Tommy Fury. That's numbers. That's
a blockbuster right there.
100%.
Yeah, that's huge. Moving on to something else that happened recently. You kind of came under a bit of scrutiny for a tweet that you directed at Pineda. Yeah. Do you regret that, and have you apologized to him? How's that kind of?
Yeah. So like in my opinion, it was taken out of context because he is the only Mexican guy on the whole of Misfits roster. So, and I didn't mention his name. So saying he was Mexican, Pineda, like that makes sense. Nice. Bum is a boxing term that everyone uses, means a bad boxer. Yeah. Is he a bum because he's Mexican? No, he's a Mexican and he's an awful boxer. So I'm sorry if I offended everyone. It was probably written badly, but a lot of people knew what I meant, and a lot of people were reaching because this is cancel culture, and they want everyone to be cancelled on the internet. So
it's just taken out of context, basically.
Yes, 100%. So I'm sorry for putting the words together, and it could have been construed differently. But honestly, he's shit regardless of his nationality.
There you go.
Yeah.
Brutal,
but true.
Brutally honest.
Yes.
As always. That's what we love about Elle. Doesn't hold back. never reins it in.
I know.
Moving on.
Cancelable.
I think you're uncancelable, really.
I know. Do you know what someone said to me the other day? That an OnlyFans girl can't be cancelled, and I was like, that's so true.
You control your own destiny, really.
Exactly.
So,
and like, imagine if you was cancelled and you'd get loads of media, you just become richer.
Just blows you up even
I
more.
know. It's like indirect.
You're unstoppable force.
I know.
What's the latest on you and Astrid Wet then? What's she been saying?
Yeah, Astrid Wet. I don't know why I know that she's got this fight against Alexia Grace. I think Astrid will win this. The only thing that I can think that Alexia Grace has underneath her, like as a surprise, is that she's been training with Sandy Ryan, and obviously Sandy Ryan just got robbed undisputed. She's absolutely brilliant. So the fact she's training with her, in my head, thinks she's tough. But Astrid's been boxing so much longer than her, and she's picked her. It's in her weight, like 51. I know Alexia's had to lose weight, so I think all the odds are stacked against Alexia, but she's got a great team, so we'll see.
She was claiming that you were like eating burgers and drinking beer to try and so you weren't be able to get down to her weight, but that's obviously that's just her reaching as well, is it?
I know.
I don't know what the weight differential is between you two guys.
I mean, she walks around probably like 54, and I could probably get to that fighting, but she fights at 51. There's no way. I'd have to kill myself. Like maximum, like I'd go bantamweight, like 53 and a half.
Okay.
But any lower than that,
that's Ebony's weight, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like any lower than that, no, I'm okay.
Okay, one more name that has been trying to bait you out recently, Carla Jade. Is she even worthy of stepping in the ring with you?
Who is she? Oh my God, she gets like 1,000 likes on a post. Like my friends from home in like a little village get more than that. Like you have absolutely no clout. You were the first fight of the night, and you fought someone that AJ Bunker won against. Like wow. Like, and the weirdest thing, like the first round they were going like in the center of the ring and no one was throwing. Like it was really strange. It was a weird sensation.
Standing off each other.
Standing off, but not fainting. Just
Right. Maybe a bit of like shell shock. I don't know, crowd fright. Who knows?
It was an awful fight. Hopefully she gets better, but yeah, she's nowhere near on my level in terms of clout, fame, or even ability. So maybe that will just be like a ring dust fight for me one day.
Ring dust, yeah. There we go. All right, moving on to your OnlyFans account and the earnings. I think earlier this year you said you were kind of raking in 30K a month, but then recently you posted a screenshot and it was like way more.
No, so that 30K a month like is out of context. So I've said this a couple of times and people have just reported it wrong. I was making 30K a month at uni. So like that's why I left, but I think people think that's now, and a lot of maybe I didn't explain it right, but they just hear the 30 grand a month.
How long ago was uni, out of interest?
I ended when I was 22, 22 or 21. So yeah, it's a loud car, wasn't it? So yeah, maybe like 3 years ago now, maybe 4 years ago.
Right, so you're absolutely blown up since then, evidently. So that screenshot the other day that's kind of current.
Yes, I make so 30 grand a month.
Going all right then.
Yeah, no, life's good. Thank you, Piers Morgan. He basically doubled my earnings.
Yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
You talked about I'll cry on a Ferrari. You've got a Ferrari. How close are you to the Ferrari, or you could get one if you want?
I've got so much money in my bank account. So much money in my bank account that like somewhat a financial advisor would be like, you are fucking stupid. Like, why are you holding that? Like, invest that wealth.
At least the interest rates have gone up, so you're earning money on your money.
Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully, like some people say they like live on the interest. Hopefully, that will be me one day. So I could buy a Ferrari. I could buy several Ferraris if I wanted to, but. No, I'm just saving my money. I want to buy my dream home.
Okay, nice. Well, last time we were here, you said the landlord had put the rent up on this place.
I know, bastard.
Beautiful place.
I've got this place in the minimum to the end of April.
Okay.
Yeah.
So still a while.
Yeah.
Have you got any plans? I think your Insta, you're closing in on the mill, but have you got any plans for a big celebration? What you're going to do for your followers when you get to the mill? I don't know. I'm going to have to do something crazy, aren't I? I'm nearly on a mill on Twitter as well. I think there's only like 12,000 off on that, so I think everything's going really well. Okay.
Maybe
naked skydive.
Oh my God! Do you know what? Like I've always thought I have a fear of heights anyway.
Ooh, right.
Imagine being naked at the same time. Like not only are you vulnerable, you are petrified.
That could be amazing viewing, to be honest.
I know. Everyone's gonna be like, "Is that Elle Brooke? And why has she got her baps out?"
Why is she flying?
I know. Like,
amazing.
Look a bit scared, mate.
What's the weirdest thing anyone's asked you on OnlyFans? You've probably been asked this before.
Yeah.
Any recent weird requests?
Any recent weird requests? Some guy wanted to buy like sweaty clothes, like to the point where like you could like wring them out.
Oh, like your training gear.
Like training gear, socks, anything like that. And I was just like, oh man, that's a bit unhygienic because I work out really hard.
I'm sure. I can tell. But yeah, what, like, is he gonna drink it? Is he gonna?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know. Like, bring it out. Maybe I always think like, what about if someone wants to clone me?
Oh right, with your DNA.
Yeah,
like Jurassic Park, but the Elle Brooke version.
I know. And imagine if they're better than me. I'm like, oh, fuck, the original.
You fight your own clone.
Oh my god, I would love that. That would be a good Misfits show.
Clone Wars, yeah.
I know.
Elle Brooke versus Elle Brooke 2.
Or like make it a tag team and just make 4 of us.
Yeah. Or clone your sister as well, and then.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Do you know what? I'd absolutely love to do a tag team with my sister.
Yeah.
I sparred her on Monday.
How did that go?
Yeah, it was good actually. We only did a body spar, and she's been training. She's getting into training, but she's not full time like me. So I think we put her through her paces. Like Mark just was like, body spar. So she wasn't expecting it, and she did really well. And you could tell it's in the family. She's a puncher. She's strong. She's durable. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Runs in the family.
Yeah.
What's the most frivolous purchase you've ever made? Have you ever just gone out there and just blown thousands on something that you don't even really need or want? Or
do you know what? Partying, because this is an example. Like in Newcastle last week, like I get it's not like jaw-dropping amount of money, but like we had a table at the after party at Misfits, and the table was still like 1,350. I think we just pay for everyone to have a good night, because I literally left at 2 a.m. I was paralytic. I think we got like a few bottles. Honestly, I did not drink like over 1,300's worth of like alcohol. I was in bed at 2 a.m. Like, all you motherfuckers lived off me. But I was like, do you know what? It's not that deep. I even had to pay for my own hotel and stuff. So I was just like, damn.
They didn't even pay for your hotel?
I don't know if we did it out of choice, but yeah,
got the
bastards.
Money, it's fine.
But yeah, you love that promotion. I'm working extra hard here. Misfits better love me.
Exactly. You're taking them to higher heights than they've been at before. So
exactly.
But for you, in terms of inspiring people, I read that a wrestler, Mandy Rose, quit WWE to sign up for OnlyFans. Do you think you've inspired like not a generation necessarily, but loads of people to kind of follow your career path? Do
you know what? I think, not in a big-headed way, but definitely for sure, because I started OnlyFans like a very long time ago, like 4.5 years ago, maybe a little less than that. And this was pre-COVID, so I'm like one of the originals. Like, it was never that normalized when I started it. Don't get me wrong, there's still tons of creators, but not like there is now. And I have so many women come up to me, like creators, like, you inspired me, you did this, you did that. So as long as they're happy and they're enjoying their life and they've made the right career path choice, then I'm entirely grateful for them. I'm like a mentor now, OF mentor.
Yeah, that's kind of where it's going, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you've spoken before about Conor McGregor and how he inspires you and how you've kind of wanted to talk, like smack talk like him.
Yeah.
What do you feel about his new look now? He's put on a bit of weight. He's looking kind of hencher. Yeah, is that your cup of tea?
You know what? I've never actually met him in real life. I know that. I don't know, how tall is he? Is he like?
Probably like 5'9", 5'8".
Oh, do you reckon? I reckon he looks shorter than that.
Have you never met him?
Neither me either, but I think where he's smaller, he's like a little bulldog now.
Yeah.
I think Conor McGregor's really good looking. I think he has that aura about him, personality-wise, and he's like tough as nails. Like, imagine him being your boyfriend. Like, I know he's married and he's got kids.
Anywhere you go, you'd feel.
I know, you'd be like, it's like, imagine him as like a CPO. I need Conor McGregor as my like.
I don't know what CPO means.
It's close protection officer, isn't it?
Okay.
I was hoping I said it right. My bodyguard, imagine.
Right, yeah, you'd be sorted.
I know.
You'd prefer him with the beard, without the beard?
No, I like the beard. It adds character.
Beards. You're a beard lover?
Yeah.
In the room. Okay, what was I going to... Oh, yeah, okay. Do you know Swarms, the rapper?
Yes, I saw him.
Yeah, he was commenting on your pictures, and he boxed recently as well, didn't he?
Yeah, so he's fought on several cards. Like, he's fought on like basically every single PPV Misfits have done. But he fought on the card that I won against Faith Ordway in January, the big KSI card, and then he's rematching that guy on the Prime card in October. So that's like a rematch. So I was with him on the weekend, and he won this fight by like a jab. Like, I think in the first or the second round. So I don't think I needed a rematch. He absolutely fucked Ryan over. But it's a great fight to make because they're both popular individuals.
Of course. Obviously, he's made a diss track about KSI in the past.
Yeah.
Did he ever ask you to feature? What would you be, rapping or singing if you were, what musical?
I would absolutely love to make a song with Swarms, but I have the most whiny, annoying voice it is. Imagine me rapping a song, everyone will be like, what the hell? Like, that's burning me.
You have to get on the auto-tune, maybe.
Oh my God, like turn into like, I know Lil Wayne's a good rapper, but you know, his song sounds like that.
Yeah, it does get a bit grating after. I can't believe that your voice would be grating though.
No.
Just tweak it with a bit of technology.
Yeah, true. I could be Adele.
Yeah.
Swarms could make me Adele.
Yeah.
I know he knows the right people. Or maybe he has like a Timberland connection. Imagine any song with Timberland's gonna be sick.
Yeah, he's smashing it, wasn't he? Justin Timberlake era,
I know.
Furtado, all those
Stronger.
tunes. Yeah.
Did that one.
So Rugby World Cup.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been watching it, catching up with it.
Yeah, I like rugby, but you know, it's one of those things that I don't actually fully understand sometimes what's going on. Like, I know I like scrums, like knock on and that, like, but there's several things throughout the game that I'm just kind of like questioning myself.
It's quite chaotic at times.
It is chaotic, yeah.
It doesn't have the order of football. It's just everyone doing everything.
I know, but I really like rugby, and I played with some of the England players back. I can't remember their names off the top of my head. I'm gonna look awful. But
there's a lot of them, to be fair.
There's a big squad.
15 in the team, and like 30 in the squad. So,
back in June, so I like rugby. I really like rugby, lads.
So if England got to the final in Paris and you got invited,
yes,
and maybe had a couple of drinks, would you be tempted to just kick off pitch invasion and just? That might get you to the million on Instagram, to be fair.
True, I would absolutely do a pitch invasion one day naked.
Yeah.
But then I think, am I going to get the backlash because there's going to be like kids in the audience? I'm going to get absolutely grated online.
I suppose maybe keep the bra on.
Yeah, like I would streak in underwear, of course. But imagine one of them like taking me down. Like that would be the biggest meme ever. Or maybe I'll like bump into Owen Farrell, like, hi, kick me anytime you want.
He was suspended, wasn't he? But now he's back, I think. So
he's so hot.
He's hot.
He's the hottest England player, I think.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that. All right. Who was it before? Kelly Brooke was going out with a player, wasn't she, back in the day? Can't remember his name though. It was like the bad boy of rugby. Maybe Owen Farrell's the new bad boy of rugby.
Is he? I think he's quite straight-laced, isn't he? I think they're all bad boys. All rugby boys are awful.
Undercover.
Awful, honestly. They're like the most horniest boys I've ever met.
All right, so we said we wouldn't mention Man City, but you still confident the treble could be repeated? What would you even call that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're out of the Carabao Cup.
Yeah,
That's why yesterday we were speaking about that.
Still,
yeah,
it could be a different treble, couldn't it? Because the Carabao Cup, you didn't win it last year anyway.
I know. I think we won it for so many years in a row, and then we just had absolutely no luck. But then we're picking up other trophies. So you win some, you lose some, and I absolutely have full faith in the team that we'll get the treble this year.
Yeah. Okay. Pep's still got his touch, hasn't he? The magic touch.
Always. But like, I hope he doesn't leave. I know there's so much talk about him leaving, but we've got him for the time being.
I can't see him going anywhere.
No.
He loves it there. All right, one final question. It's not quite so upbeat, but it's still very relevant. OnlyFans model Michaela Testa came out this week to say she's constantly sexually harassed by trainers, by people, fans and stuff. Does anything like that happen to you? And if so, how do you deal with it? And have you got any advice for other women that are struggling with those kind of issues?
Yeah, I think it is annoying when you go out, especially when you're popular, because people know who you are. Like I was out on the weekend and but I'm always around with boys. Like I'm always with boyfriends, so they're quite protective, and they'll tell men to like fuck off. But they're just so handsy, and it's worse when they're drunk, because sometimes I don't think they even mean to be creepy or weird. They're just like, ah! I'm like, oh, please stop touching me. Or I know this sounds so rude, or like, please stop speaking to me. Like I'm just trying to enjoy my night. There's you and like 20 other people that are trying to have a conversation with me, and it's just so rude. But I don't go out very often. I just want to get drunk, spend time with my friends, and party the night away.
Fun,
So yeah, I think it's just one of those things that it comes hand in hand with the job. Like I don't want to be like, oh no, boys recognize me, because ultimately that's what I want. So even though, you know, things can get a bit too much sometimes, it's part of the job. I don't think that you should make an OnlyFans if you can't handle the pressure from men, as bad as that sounds.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Just keep your hands to yourself.
I know, so handsy, man.
Coming up for a selfie's all right, as long as you just...
Yeah, exactly. I like
respect.
selfies. Yeah. It's when they start like grabbing you, like, oh my God.
That's not one. I know. All right, Brooke, I think that sums it up well. Another good chat, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Not that you need it, by the sounds of it. It's all going so well.